What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Stronghold Crusader 3v3 tournament game. We are in round 2, game 1. Both of these teams have lost the first round game. So this should be very interesting. On a team we have Lionheart, Abbot, and Marshal versus Snake, Nizar, and Saladin. As always, position is randomized. Looking to be pretty strong. Let's go ahead and get right on into this game. Get these lords building up. I believe Lionheart's team was on the lower half in this first game. Interesting matchup as well. Saladin, bottom left. Nizar in the middle. And on the bottom right, Snake. Above him, Lionheart. In the middle, Abbot. Not a bad person to have in the middle. That crazy eco going to be coming out. We did not see the Abbot attack in that first game. It was rather unfortunate. He was marching his army from this left side into Pig's crossbow castle, into Wolf's crossbow defended castle, and trying to get them over to the weakest lord, trying to do something for his team, could never get there. Should be a pretty interesting game. Love to see these martial raids coming out early, possibly send them in on Saladin. Is sending them in on Snake, really trying to get Snake out of the way so they can all focus up on Nizar. Shutting him down is just as simple as shutting down his economy outside of his castle. That will hurt him. But yeah, both these teams losing that original game. Looking at the order of merit so far, the Abbot and the Snake vibing for last place there. Nizar looking very powerful. Start here with Saladin right behind him. Lionheart a little bit lower than what we would expect, that's for sure. Great castle though coming in from him. Hopefully he will have some kind of momentum here to take down Snake. That would really clear things up for him. The best kind of Lionheart is the one that can sit there with no pressure and just throw these massive attacks. His defenses are nothing ever to brag about. You always want him in a very secured position where he doesn't have to play a lot of defense, where he can just throw these massive attacks that he does build up. This is a very interesting game because we do see the top two lords for this bottom team, Arabian troops, while the top two lords for this team, actually for all this team, is European troops. Saladin and the Nizar lost to straight Arabian troops last time. Saladin throwing out his first attack here. Marshal, not known for his defenses either, that's for sure. Being a medium lord, is going to have to handle a horse archer invasion with assassins. That's something, as Marshal, you don't want. That's something that he personally would have to keep a lot of swordsmen in reserve for. He does not have here. Will be going down this early into the game to Saladin, making this a 3v2 Saladin, showing us why he is one of the top lords in this game. I'm taking him down at year 1188. That might be one of the fastest kills I have ever seen. Not able to go in directly on Abbot here. Abbot does have a gatehouse exposed, does have oil on top of it. Hopefully going to be able to handle out those assassins. Able to push a lot of archers. Has an amazing eco here, -8 on these inns, plus a lot for church. The only thing that's coming in, he's got negative fear factor, does make his peasants work harder, but just decreases those units here. Lionheart needs to make some waves here, needs to take down Snake. Does look like he has started here, Snake, with a very small castle, very content here. Lionheart able to push over, able to hold the ground as he pushes, able to shut down some of this eco here from Snake, definitely hurting him just a little bit. Now moving on to the battle here. Abbot trying to recover here. Fantastic amount of 12-cent archers he has pushed out. Not going to be anything in comparison to these Arabian archers, especially at a +4, I believe. +4 indeed from Saladin's troops. He will rack these 12-cent archers with just this small group pretty easily here. Look at this. I mean, the amount of archers that the Abbot has sent here to try and deal with this is kind of crazy. Saladin's archers really easily taking this. The Abbot finally pushing over. Able not to throw an attack of his own. I am interested to see who he goes after, taking quite a bit of damage here from the Nizar. Maybe not something that you truly want to take there. We need to see Lionheart heat up here. We need to see him throw some attacks. Does look like he is doing a very good job here with Snake. The problem is he's having to deal with Nizar helping cover Snake here. Something to note, Lionheart not pulling iron right now. I don't know where are his iron? Well, hopefully he can get some here now. Does finally manage to place some. Does look like Saladin came all the way over to try and deal with Lionheart. Maybe not the best way to do things here. Please get another iron. You need at least like 5 here. Might have to edit this map just a little bit. Add in some more iron, maybe running this way. In all the spots. I mean, there's definitely some viable iron here, but I noticed it with Wolf too. I mean, Wolf's pretty aggressive when taking iron. That's something he prioritizes. He also just runs a pretty crazy eco, so he can actually fund to buy him some. Lionheart a little bit less in that manner, and is able to get up and running here for sure, but not able to bring in enough iron here. Would love to see him place one right here. He has the space for it, just has not prioritized placing it. Abbot here, hogging up all of Lionheart's iron, trying to make himself number one, trying to carry this game here to victory. Maybe not something you want to do. Is playing very impressive defense right now for Lionheart. I have no doubt that if Lionheart was in this middle, we might be seeing a very fast game here. I'd love to see these 2 front ballistas on his towers as well. Massive attack here coming out from the Nizar. A lot of assassins. Not something that you like. Monks going in to try and soften up these blows. Half his assassins going one way, half him going another way, looking like he is spreading them over. Great defense from Abbot, burning all those assassins up. Easily handled that attack. Now Lionheart has shut down even his archer production here. Not something that you want to see. Did throw an attack, it looks like. Did not make any headway with Snake. You know, that's so detrimental. That's not something that you want at all. Now here we go. Huge attack here coming in from Saladin. Able to clear off all these towers here for the Abbot with still an impressive amount of horse archers left over. Now an attack here coming in from Snake. Lionheart taking a double team. Not much troops left in there, even as it is into a last stand mode. Lionheart permanently damaged after this attack. Good follow-up siege from these lords. Is able to recover, is able to stay alive, is pretty resilient in situations like these. But how many hundreds of dollars did he delete of his production buildings using fire here as a last stand here? Still some Arabian swordsmen trying to make their way inside. Abbot desperately trying to keep his ally here alive, sending out an attack here of his own. Wants to get rid of Snake. I think that would make things a lot easier on Lionheart. In a very lull state here, Lionheart, it would be interesting to see him get up and running. Snake doing just an absolutely beautiful job defending this. Doesn't look like he's in as strong of a spot as he was in that round 1 game, that is for sure. Could be the castle design, could be varying different factors here. Abbott still trying to play defense with those archers. Has replenished the archers in his tower. Would love to see some more, that is for sure. Good assassins coming over from Saladin. Trying to stretch out the Nizar a little bit. Look at that though, he's just got archers everywhere, the Abbot. Really is just trying to play this defense here for his entire team, trying to take a 2v1 in an eco war here. If anyone can do it, if anyone can hold on with an economy, it's the Abbot. That is for sure. He is probably making the most money in this game with Saladin in second place, maybe in first. That's got to be a pretty close battle here. Lionheart not doing much to recover here, not able to recover here with the pressure here from Snake. Is sitting in just a lull state here. He needs something, he needs some kind of support. Imagine he's spending most of his money there on his food production, trying to get that, trying to hold on to that. We just watched a constant eco war. I don't think we've seen Abbot stop sending out archers. Just what a showing from him. He's hanging on to this game with everything he can. I mean, he is taking just a 2v1 eco war right now, as well as building up his troops up to the 400s for that army. The problem is he's going against people who live for eco wars. Saladin specifically, he will never stop pumping out those +4 Arabian archers, and he'll stack them nice and big, as well as assassins in there to get that. Looking like he has made some siege back here. Would love to see him push that forward and do something. A lot of assassins here coming in from the Nizar. Not much here from Lionheart. Direct way into his castle. Lionheart will drop here to Nizar's assassins, leaving the Abbot. Lone survivor here. It's a hard day indeed when you are the last one left. Into a 3v1 here, not even taking down Snake. I don't know what to think about that. Here we go. First attack here coming in from Saladin. Able to do a lot of damage here to the Abbot. I mean, this is a very big army. He will be getting inside here. Abbot does have a lot of men in there. Will be able to clear this out. Able to take that damage there from Saladin. Hopefully going to be able to recover here. A lot of the game, you know, rests on the Abbot's recovery pace and rate here, and just how much he can truthfully push out his economy again, while also protecting it. And if we look at this, I mean, they're not letting him get back up. We got firemen, we got assassins. I mean, there's nothing here for Abbot to do. He's attempting to push out archers. He is trying his best. Now attack here coming in from Snake. Going to be a lot more archers pushed forward here. Abbot definitely on the back legs here. I do see some fires looking like they're started around his castle. Still able to hold though. What an impressive defense here from the Abbot. Now Nizar throwing in an attack here. Abbot going to be taking a 3v1. That is a massive rush of assassins. Going to be clearing out a lot of the Abbot's men. Abbot still able to hold though, no less. Able to clear out these assassins. Has lost just about every archer in defense. He's got some in his main building there, but that's really about it. The thing about Abbot here, still pulling in all of those religion bonuses. I'm still recruiting archers. It's not at the rate as what it was before. Has gone into a bit of a last stand mode here for sure, but has left his churches down. Still pulling in taxes from that. He needs to pick and choose what he wants to get back up and running here. Very carefully. As these lords will not let him get his eco back up and running. I would not waste wood on it if I were him. That is for sure. Buy troops. Make them sit. You know, buy hops or something like that. But pushing your outside eco right now is not an option for you. You physically cannot protect it. Is slowly still building up that army at 152. It was at 400 at the beginning of those 3 attacks. Definitely taking just a little bit of beating. Love to see Snake here coming with another attack. Lionheart's team just not looking very good here. Was able to put down some more pitch here. Did not last long enough. Still able to hold off this attack. Now taking a catapult on the front side of his castle here. Love to see that by Snake. No defensive ballistas here from the Abbot. So these are all free shots. Now defensive ballista from the Abbot. Love to see that. You know, that's something that if he ever wants to get his eco restarted, he needs those ballistas down. I mean, these are free kills for him. Now another defensive ballista. Love to see that. This tower is just so damaged. Is able to clear out some of these men here. With some of these ballistas. Would love to see all these towers filled with ballistas, not just the front 2. That's just how the castle is designed. Here we go, another strong attack here coming in from Saladin into a final last stand mode here from the Abbot. I can't say I blame him. This is going to be the end of Abbot. Down to Saladin. Looking like a hard tournament for Lionheart's team, that is for sure. I mean, one team had to have a hard tournament, no less. Saladin finally making his showing here. Abbot here, not as much gold as I thought. Thought he'd have a little bit more here. Saladin did blow him out of the water, but he was second in the overall game. Does run a very good economy, and it was also shut down for the last half of that game, and he still took second. So very good for him. Very strong showing here from Saladin's team, reminding us that even though they lost to the Amir Wazir combo, they're not a weak team. They are not a weak team at all. So love to see that. Let's go ahead and jump into this bracket. We are in the bracket. Just finished out round 2 here. So good win for Saladin and the Nizar team 3. Now 1-1. I don't know if the bracket did update to reflect that. Yes, it did. 1-1. Solid 3rd place. We will move on to round 2, game 2. And if we look at this, it's the first time we will see Frederick's team. Frederick, Caliph, and Philip. Ooh, that is looking like a rough team indeed. They're going against Wolf, Sultan, and Pig. Wow, with a very strong showing from Wolf that first game, really carried his team with a little bit of help from Pig, of course, but that should be a very evenly matched game. That should be a very good game to watch. I'm super excited for that one. As always, though, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.